Wait, did Kirk Frost really kick Rasheeda out of their house like she was a stranger off Craigslist all because she slapped his son? Kannon baby, you can't make this stuff up. 1 minute she's calling herself the boss chick and the next homeless wig, sideways mascara running, and all because she couldn't keep her hands off a juicebox sipping toddler who shares her husband's DNA. How did we get here? Is this finally the end of Love and Hip Hop's most chaotic power couple? Did Kirk just grow a spine overnight, or is this just another PR stunt gone wrong? And y'all, where the hell was Mona Scott when the real tea was boiling from infidelity to Instagram meltdowns? And now this, the Frost Mansion has officially turned into a WWE ring meets ACPS hotline, and Twitter is losing its collective mind. So grab your popcorn, turn up the volume, and cancel your plans, because what I'm about to tell you will make every other reality TV scandal look like Teletubbies in church. This ain't just gossip, this is war, betrayal, and a slap that shook a TL to its edges. Let's get into the mess, because honey Rasheeda just got frosted. So let's rewind the drama, not just tough slap, but to the messy scandal-packed history that brought us to this exact moment. Because let's be real, this wasn't just about Kannon, a juice box, and a slap heard across Atlanta. No baby, this was years in the making. Let's set the scene. Kirk Frost, the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta veteran known for treating monogamy like a suggestion and fatherhood like a side hustle, has made scandal his full-time job, from lying about side chicks to having secret babies behind Rasheeda's back. He spent years redefining the word messy, and right beside him, Rasheeda, the once respected boss chick with a beauty brand, boutiques, and a reputation for taking L after L, all in the name of love. Fans have watched her hold it down through cheating scandals, DNA tests, and those infamous "I'm sorry babe" studio apologies from Kirk that come around every season like clockwork. But this time, oh this time was different. This wasn't about a hotel room or a mystery woman on Instagram. This was about his son Kannon, the child that Kirk had with side chick Jasmine Washington. Yeah, that Jasmine, the one Rasheeda tried to forgive and forget for the sake of public image and VH1 paychecks. See, Rasheeda always claimed she had accepted Kannon into the family. She posed for family photos, dropped a few rehearsed lines on camera about healing, and smiled through gritted teeth whenever Jasmine's name came up. But behind the scenes, sources say Rasheeda never wanted that child in her home. "He's not mine," she allegedly told a friend once. "He's a reminder of my humiliation," and it all exploded last week. Picture this, cameras weren't even rolling. Rasheeda was reportedly filming content for her Priest Atlanta brand in the living room, all glammed up, when little Kannon, just being a kid, accidentally spilled juice all over her luxury carpet and product display. Now for most people this would be a grab a towel and laugh it off moment, but not Rasheeda. Witnesses say she turned around, stared at Kannon, and snapped, "I told you I'm not your damn mother, go cry," to Jasmine, and then came the slap, a loud one, not playful, not maternal, full palm contact. One witness, an anonymous staffer at the Frost Mansion, claims the sound echoed like thunder. Kannon started bawling, and right then Kirk walked in, phone in hand, caught mid-scroll on Jasmine's IG stories. Now here's where things went full-blown apocalypse mode. Kirk, for once in his life, actually acted like a real father instead of defending Rasheeda. Instead of muttering his usual "she didn't mean it babe," he snapped. Sources say he rushed over, grabbed Rasheeda's wrist, and screamed, "Are you crazy? That's my son." Things got physical. He didn't hit her, but he reportedly shoved her back toward the couch and demanded she leave now. Let's pause here, because what just happened was historic. Kirk, the man who couldn't even tell the truth about his side baby for 2 seasons straight, finally chose a side, and it wasn't Rasheeda's. Now, while Kirk was screaming, Kannon was screaming louder. Rasheeda, stunned, was still frozen. Sources say she tried to explain herself, yelling, "He disrespected me, and he's not even mine." But Kirk wasn't having it. He called Jasmine. Yes, you read that right. He called the baby mama right in front of Rasheeda. Now Jasmine didn't even let the phone ring twice. She picked up, heard Kannon crying in the background, and went full nuclear. "I told you she wasn't stable. I told you she didn't want my baby around. Now look." And Rasheeda, she did what any reality star does when the spotlight turns toxic. She ran to Instagram Live, but it was too late, because by that point the staffer who witnessed the whole thing had already leaked the story to a messy blog. Screenshots of Rasheeda yelling, audio of Kirk's voice screaming, "You hit my son." It spread like wildfire. Hashtag Kirk's Rasheed out and hashtag Justice for Kannon were trending in less than an hour. Now let's be clear, this wasn't just a messy family fight. This was a complete meltdown of one of VH1's most toxic love stories, and just when everyone thought it couldn't get worse, boom. The court notice dropped. That's right, after days of drama leaks and social media explosions. It's now officially legal. Jasmine filed a formal complaint not just for emotional distress on behalf of Kannon but also requesting a court-ordered ban against Rasheeda. Being near her son indefinitely, the judge didn't wait. Within 24 hours, a temporary protective order was in place. Rasheeda was now legally barred from coming within 50 feet of Kannon, and Kirk he was ordered to appear in court to explain how this situation spiraled out of control on his watch. Meanwhile, Rasheeda was spotted by paparazzi outside her mama's house in a hoodie, sunglasses, and zero makeup, looking like life had just snatched every last edge. She had fans online said, "Dang, this ain't the boss chick look anymore, this the boss chick eviction edition." Inside sources say Kirk is done, not in a reality TV let's take a break for storyline, way we're talking marriage over lawyers involved, house divided, and allegedly prenup disputes on the table. Apparently Kirk told a close friend, "I was wrong for everything I did in the past, but she just laid hands on an innocent child. I can't defend that friend." He immediately leaked it to the blogs. Obviously, but it's not just the marriage unraveling, it's Rasheeda's entire image. Her pressed clothing stores have reportedly seen a massive drop in foot traffic, and 2 brand ambassadors dropped out within 48 hours of the slap video leak. One stylist even posted, "Sorry, can't be tied to that energy. I work with queens, not tyrants." Oh, and remember that fashion event Rasheeda was supposed to headline next month cancelled, quietly removed from the flyer. Website updated. The company behind it posted a vague note about upholding values of kindness and family. Cold Kirk, meanwhile, is suddenly stepping into Dad of the Year mode, uploading Instagram photos of him and Kannon doing puzzles, baking cookies, and playing video games, all with sappy captions like "My boy, my priority, my peace." It's giving rebranding, and the internet is eating it up. And Jasmine, she's thriving. Sis went from side chick to savior in 1 week. She did a second sit-down with a podcast host and doubled down on everything I don't hate. Rasheeda, she said, sipping on a green juice like she was about to launch a skincare line. "I hate what she did. But maybe now she'll finally get the healing she's been pretending to have." Mic dropped. Even Carly Red, who hasn't been relevant in 3 reunions, decided to jump into the drama. She posted a cryptic Instagram story. "Some of y'all forgot who the real villains are. Girl, please not now." But wait, it gets worse. An anonymous whistleblower, aka probably Jasmine's cousin, leaked surveillance footage from inside the Frost home. You can't see the slap, but you do see Rasheeda's pointing her finger in Kannon's face and storming off while the kid cries in the corner. That video instant viral. TikTok detectives slowed it down. Liper everything, even created reenactments with dolls. One user commented, "VH1 didn't give us this angle y'all are doing? God's work." The court called it damning, Kirk called it heartbreaking, and Rasheeda, she hasn't said a word. Her Instagram has been silent. No stories, no selfies, no glam, just a blank profile and a whole lot of silence. But the internet isn't silent. Hashtag RASHIDA overparty trended for 12 hours. Twitter was a war zone, fans debating whether Rasheeda was really evil or just cracked under pressure. Some even tried defending her, saying we all snap sometimes. But the majority know. They were calling for her to be permanently cut from all family scenes, her name scrubbed from press, and her apology to come with therapy receipts. And just when you thought the chaos was peaking, Jasmine leaks text messages between her and Kirk. Kirk is apologizing for ever forcing Kannon into Rasheeda's life. "I thought she could handle it," he wrote, "but maybe I put too much on her. I messed up. I'm sorry for what he went through." The messages are signed off with, "She's not the woman I married anymore." Brutal. And now rumors are swirling that Kirk and Jasmine are secretly spending more time together. That's right, people are spotting them at the same restaurants. Jasmine posted a video of a man's hand lighting her hookah, and Twitter swears it was Kirk's old wrinkled tattooed fingers. One user even zoomed in and said that's the same chain he wore in season 3 episode 7 Don't Play. If true, that would make this the biggest circle of scandal, love, and hip-hop has ever seen. Kirk cheats with Jasmine. Rasheeda forgives him. Kirk brings the baby home. Rasheeda slaps the baby. Kirk kicks Rasheeda out, then goes back to Jasmine. Somebody call Mona Scott. This reunion writes itself. And what about Kannon? Poor baby is now the center of a custody war, a viral meme, and the child whose tears sparked a digital war between exes, influencers, and fan armies. But even in all this mess, there's one wild rumor that's been swirling. A leaked draft of Rasheeda's legal statement reportedly includes a claim that the slap never happened. Yep. She's denying it completely, blaming it on edited audio deepfakes and a smear campaign. Sis is pulling a full Jussie Smollett and hoping nobody checks the receipts. Too bad, the receipts are already everywhere. From Ring camera angles to angry nannies with iPhones. This moment was caught from 5 different directions, even Miss Charlene allegedly said, "Girl, I love you, but I saw you slap that boy." So now Rasheeda's legal team is reportedly shifting strategies, trying to push a narrative that she had a momentary lapse and that Kirk's reaction was exaggerated. Except the court doesn't care, and Jasmine ain't backing down, so what happens now? Well, sources say the judge has scheduled a mediation hearing to determine how Rasheeda and Kirk can co-parent going forward, which is wild because they don't even share a biological child. Also, the network has scheduled a crisis meeting with producers, lawyers and publicists to figure out if Rasheeda is salvageable. Translation: will fans ever forgive her, or is it time to write her off and boost Jasmine to main cast status? All eyes are on the next episode, but one thing's clear, the Queen of Atlanta might have just lost her crown, and the side chick just might be next in line to wear it, and Kannon, he's just out here trying to live his life one juice box at a time. Now that's a plot twist, and now we've entered what fans are calling the final. Frost fallout with Rasheeda kicked out Jasmine raising her glass like it's New Year's Eve, and Kirk suddenly stepping into father of the decade mode. The internet is living for this nuclear-level mess. Let's get into the cold hard facts. The day after Rasheeda was booted from the Frost Mansion, paparazzi caught her rolling a suitcase down her mama Miss Charlene's driveway in fuzzy slippers and an unbothered hoodie. Oh, the irony, according to an anonymous neighbor, probably the same one who called the cops last week. Rasheeda was sobbing, screaming on the phone, "I built that house. He got me out here looking like a side chick with no Uber account." But Kirk unbothered. Sources say he was inside sipping coffee on his porch, like a retired villain. One insider told us he even posted a cryptic Instagram story that said, "Sometimes peace means subtraction. Few not Kirk out here quoting TikTok therapists while his whole marriage is on fire." Now here's the tea nobody saw coming. Kirk has reportedly changed the locks. Yep, Rasheeda's key fob disabled her security code, wiped her closet, allegedly boxed up and sent via Uber freight. Jasmine was even spotted outside the house with Kannon, and fans swear she looked a little too comfortable on that porch. One blog even posted, "Not Jasmine redecorating already, sis, give it a week." Oh, and did we mention that Rasheeda's boutique pressed ATL has become ground zero for fan protests? That's right, 3 people showed up holding signs that said "Don't slap babies" and "Boss chick" or "Baby beater." One even had a full-blown Kirk Frost piñata labeled "Trash Daddy 101." Meanwhile, back at court, things are heating up faster than Rasheeda's flat iron. During filming, Jasmine's lawyer is going hard. She's demanding sole custody, increased child support, and a public televised apology from Rasheeda, which honestly sounds like a reunion special waiting to happen. She's also threatening to release a part 2 of the leaked slap footage, the angle from the Ring camera on the back door. If that drops, Lord help Rasheeda. And guess who else is stirring the pot? Kendra, yes, young jock's chaos magnet fiance, just went live talking about the whole situation. She said, "I've been around that family. Let's just say what y'all saw on camera." That wasn't the first time she didn't say more, but the internet lost it. One fan commented, "Kendra got tea and ain't scared to pour." Another wrote, "Mona, give her a confessional now." Young jock naturally couldn't keep quiet either. He jumped on IG Live with his signature goofy grin and said, "Man, Kirk really kicked his wife out over a juice box. I knew he was messy, but that's Olympic-level pettiness." Of course, fans clowned him to calling him out for his own long list of baby mama drama. One user replied, "Sir, didn't you cheat with your Uber driver? Have several seats." Meanwhile, Rasheeda's team is scrambling. Her PR rep dropped a soft apology post calling the incident a misstep and promising emotional healing and therapy sessions, but the internet is not buying it. Comment sections are flooded with clown emojis, give Kannon a lawyer jokes, and edits of Rasheeda's slap mixed with WWE sound effects, and now fans are demanding VH1 cut ties, according to a leaked email from a production assistant. Bless the messy people on set. Executives are deeply concerned about the backlash. Advertisers are pulling out, sponsors are calling in values reviews, and there's a serious internal debate about whether or not to fire Rasheeda mid-season. You read that right, the Queen Bee might lose her peach over one badly timed slap. And while Rasheeda is busy wiping tears with Versace towels at her mom's house, Kirk's reportedly invited Jasmine and Kannon over for a family dinner. Someone even snapped a blurry photo that might show Jasmine in Kirk's backyard, wine glass in hand, while Kannon plays in the grass. If that's real, the internet is going to combust. Let's talk timeline. Rasheeda slaps Kannon. Kirk kicks her out. Jasmine files for sole custody. Court enforces restraining order. Rasheeda Loses endorsements, Kirk starts daddy rebrand, Jasmine potentially moves in, Rasheeda might get axed from the show, few somebody get a fire extinguisher, Atlanta is burning, oh and y'all thought Miss Charlene wasn't going to speak up, wrong, sis posted a now deleted video cussing Kirk out like he stole her peach cobbler, you going to kick my daughter out that house, while the woman who ruined your marriage sits on the porch like she running game night, boy you lucky. I'm saved, we need that woman on the reunion couch. Immediately meanwhile, rumors are flying that Rasheeda is planning a tell-all interview. Word is she's been in talks with a major podcast to spill her side of the story, including why she snapped what Kirk really said behind the scenes and whether she thinks Jasmine set her up. A source close to Rasheeda claims she feels betrayed. She held Kirk down for a decade through cheating, embarrassment, outside kids, and the moment she loses it once he throws her out, nah. She's ready to burn the whole narrative down. Plot twist alert, fans are now speculating that this was all part of a bigger plan. Some claim Jasmine baited the slap, filmed the fallout, and leaked it all, just to flip the power dynamic. One viral tweet read, Jasmine just turned a side chick scandal into a full-blown takeover. She won, and you know what, they might not be wrong, she's got the public on her side. She's got custody on the table, and now she might have the man, the house, and the upper hand in every way possible. Rasheeda, once seen as the definition of strength and grace under fire, is now branded as the villain, the woman who slapped a baby and got tossed out like Tuesday's leftovers. Even worse, VH1 producers are reportedly building a new story line around Jasmine. That's right, the woman who started as the homewrecker is now about to become the main cast, with a rebrand as the mother who fought back. One insider even joked she's getting a glow-up montage, and Rasheeda's getting a legal team. The irony, Kirk's still at the center of it all, somehow. This man has been cheating, lying, gaslighting, and dodging responsibility for years, and now he's being praised for protecting his son. That's the same Kirk who once denied the kid was even his. But hey, in the land of love and hip-hop, all it takes is a slap, a leak, and a storyline flip to make history, and the story ain't over. Court dates are approaching. Jasmine's receipts are still in the vault, and Rasheeda's silence about to break. This isn't just a family feud, it's an all-out war. And if we know anything about Atlanta, nothing stays quiet for long. So now the real question is, whose side are you on? Was Rasheeda justified in losing her temper, or did she cross a line no one should ever cross? Should Kirk be praised for finally putting his foot down, or is this just another episode of the Gaslight Chronicles Frost Edition? And what about Jasmine, master manipulator, or mother of the year? Drop if you think this drama is far from over. Comment below if you believe this was a setup all along, and tell us, is Rasheeda the villain or the victim? And don't forget, this ain't love and hip-hop, this is real messy, real scandalous, and real dangerous. If you're living for the drama, hit that like button so hard it files a restraining order. Subscribe for more wild exclusives, fake news exposes, and scandalous truths they don't want you to know, and turn those notifications on, because baby, when tea spills like this, you do not want to be the last one to sip it. Until next time, stay nosy, stay petty, and stay tuned, because this mess ain't even halfway done.